Hey, it's Vicky, and I am trying to set up my account for recording some of the videos. I'm going to update some of the resources for the week 4. And I thought, since I had to create a new account because I ran out of credits, then I thought it would be interesting to record this, to try to hack my way into the resources I need to start week 4. I have here the repository, so let's see what is that we need, and then let's try to load all the data. So by week 4, ideally you've already completed week 1, 2, and 3, and this means that you already have all of this, and that means you have some kind of workers that it's running. That means BigQuery. In my case, this video is going to be BigQuery. I should have clarified that. And or maybe you have Postgres locally or in your virtual machine. And what you also must have done is a set of running pipelines that are ingesting a lot of the data from the New York taxis data into this data warehouse. What we're going to need is, so if you have already that set up, what you need to make sure is that you're ingesting yellow taxi data, green taxi data, and you're going to need this one as well for the homework later on. These are for the lessons and then to follow what I'll be doing, and this is for the homework later. So if you have already pipelines, as I said, just make sure that you're loading this because you may not have all of this, and make sure that you do have these years of data. I am not going to be doing this. This is what I'm going to show in the video, but I want to show you as well that there's another hack. So one thing that you can do is you have already set up everything locally. That means that you can create to your GCP account. Then what you can do is use this Python script, and what this does is download the CSV files. Download the CSV files from, not from here actually, that should be updated, from here. And you can download the CSV files and then load it into your buckets in GCP. And it's going to, and then you can query those directly from BigQuery. What I'm going to show is how to load it with the marketplace. So this data that we're using exists within this marketplace of data that Google has. So as you see, right, I created all of my new trial, my new account, and I have here my BigQuery. So once you do this, view this data set, it opens it in your BigQuery account. And so this is all part of the, this is cool as well to see because there's a lot of data that you can use, and this could give you this BigQuery public data. This could give you ideas for your project at the end. Yeah, medicine, COVID-19, crypto. There's a lot of stuff here. We're going to use this. So we're going to use green trip, yellow trip data, 2019, 2020. And then you should be doing this as well. Let's look. Okay, so it's this one and this one. Let's query this, see, make sure that this is fine. We don't need that much. Let's see. Okay, cool. This is working for sure. It's looking nice. Yeah. What's next? We have the table name. We have my account. This is my account. And here we are going to create a data set that's going to be called, I'm actually going to take that from the project, because what is happening, I could explain this. This is what we're going to build in week 4, this whole project. So what we're doing right now is this part. We have all this trip data, yellow and green, and we're going to transform it. We're loading it into BigQuery as raw data in order to afterwards transform this data. And I want to make sure that I'm using the correct names of everything. So here is the definition of the source. This will be explained in courses afterwards, so you do not need to do this part. Okay, here it is. The data set is going to be called trips data all. And trips data all. I'm going to do multi-region US because I believe my account is in the US. But this brings a lot, like version brings a lot of problems, so you can change it afterwards, but just be mindful of what you're putting in the versions. Because then afterwards it brings a lot of problems. In fact, that's something that it was in the README. Under trips data all, I'm going to create a table because all of the green trip data goes into a table called green trip data. All of the other one goes into the yellow trip data. So we're going to create these tables. Create a table, empty table in this data set. It's a green trip data. Create table. I'll create just this one and then we'll see afterwards. Yeah. So what we're actually going to do here is insert into. What happens if I do that? Yeah, insert into. And we did have the query. So let's do this. And we could do a union here, I guess, for in 2019 and 2020. But I'm just, oh, this doesn't look good. Ah, right, it doesn't have a schema yet. So actually what I should have done is I should have done create table as what, let's delete this. Create table as, and let's just do this. Sorry for the mistakes. As I said, I'm trying to hack my way into this, which means could not work at the first time. Okay, look, it is there. Let's look at it. Okay, looks good. This is nice. You can see the lineage here. Let's query this. And cool. Yes, it looks like the other table. And what we could do here then is, so what you have to do now, right, is we need to insert 2020 here as well, obviously. But we also need to, let's create this whole table. And we need to do all trips data, all yellow trip data. And I'll just assume it's yellow trip data as well. Syntax table, maybe because it doesn't like that, it's like this. And let's just run this. That's working. Yeah. Let's probably needs to. It's still working. And there it is, yellow trip data. Does it look like I brought the right data? Let's do this. Yes, it does. Okay. So the only thing, right, that we need to do is we do need to insert the other part. So it's insert into in this table, no as, select from, and we do need the 2020, right? Let's go here and yeah, 2019 and 2020. And well, if I do this, and we're going to insert it into at the end and select print 2020, and that's it. And let's do this, and let's do this, and that's it. You're ready to start. So you have a writing warehouse, and you have your data, green data, yellow trip data. You'll have to do the FHV for the homework afterwards. And probably what's needed as well next is, what you'll have to do next is create the schemas. Not here, but you'll have to create the schemas for running your development and your production. Yeah, you're all good to go. Create your free account, I guess, in DBT Cloud. And good luck. So I came to realize when I started to work with the data that we just loaded for in the public data set, that the schema changes compared with the old set of data. So if you're using this one, so to make sure that we have the same source data regardless of how it's being loaded, I left an alter table in here. I actually left the whole query, what we saw before at the beginning of the video, so the create and the insert table with the correct, so like you would actually have to change this part, and here is the alter table of everything for fixing the schema, and that's it. Once you have this done, your source table is the same as if you would have followed week 1, 2, and 3, and you'll be ready to use your DBT project as it is. So good luck.